One late night, I was working on a delivery job. At that time, I lived in the Poconos, an area surrounded by nature and countryside. It was common for me to drive down roads encircled by trees, and this night was no exception. However, this time, I was driving in the dark amidst thick fog. While taking a shortcut to town that I had used many times before, I abruptly stopped the car when I saw a figure jump out from the bushes onto the road. The impact and noise at the front of the car made me realize I had hit someone. Holding my head, I couldn't believe the accident had just happened. Stepping outside to check on the person, I found a man in a black hoodie lying motionless beside my car tire. I was completely panicked, unsure of what to do next. Why was this man in such a place? And why had he jumped in front of my car? Then, something even stranger happened. I heard a scream for help coming from the woods. Someone was in trouble. The man I had hit was still lying motionless, but I temporarily left him to rush into the woods. I moved towards the direction of the scream, hoping to hear it again, but only the silence of the night and the sounds of night creatures filled the air. "Where are you?" I shouted. At that moment, I heard the sound of footsteps crushing leaves. Looking towards the sound, even in the dark and foggy conditions, I could make out the figure of someone hiding behind a tree. I ran back to my car as fast as I could, constantly looking back to ensure I wasn't being followed. When I returned to my car, the man I had hit was gone. Without a moment to ponder where he might have gone, I drove off. My heart raced throughout the drive, but I still managed to complete the pizza delivery. When I rang the doorbell at the house, a middle-aged woman answered. After paying, she looked past me and asked,
"Did they start letting you guys have delivery partners now?"
Confused, I asked what she meant. She said, "There's someone in your car." Turning around, I indeed saw someone sitting in the back seat. I used the woman's phone to call the police, and they arrived shortly after, but the person in the back seat had already disappeared. The most terrifying part of this story is that the police found a blood-stained knife on the floor of my car where the man was hiding. This memory still haunts me every day, and I genuinely feel terrified just imagining how things could have turned out if I hadn't made that delivery.